Hello and welcome to Paper Plays Julie K.
Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by to check out my latest video. And today I'm here with kind of a little craft with me tutorial type video and mass producing embellishment type video. And I thought that it might be fun to make some cameo embellishments. I've been organizing my craft room, which I do quite often when I don't know what I want to do. And then I start organizing or going through drawers until I find something that's like, oh yeah, I should make something with that. And that's what happened today. And I came across some of my little cameos and I thought, well, it might be fun to make some sort of little embellishment that I can use in the future. I can pop it on like a journal cover, or I can pop it on a bag, or maybe a clutch. So I kind of have an idea in my head using the cameos and some of my doilies, and I might add some charms. So I pulled those out. And then on the side, I do have a couple of scrap laces, and I also pulled out some cheesecloth. And of course, I have my eyelash trim. I have some here, but I have some off to the side too if I need more. And so I think this is everything that I kind of need to work with what I want to do today. And I did want to show you, most of my cameos are little buttons, so that isn't going to hinder what I want to do. But I did have, I thought I had one. Yeah, this one right here, which was off of a necklace one. And this one I'm just going to cut off the little top thing, and I just have a little, I'm not even quite sure what these are, like a little pliers meant for wire or something like that. It was in my toolbox that my dad made for me when I was just moving off on my own, and so I use it more in the craft room than I do with anything else. But so I think it's just a little like wire cutters is what I think it is, but it does trim off the top little thing that it would have hung, because I don't want that on there. It looks like this one also has, like, I could hang it off of something, so I'm going to take that one off. And I do have a needle nose plier for that one. And that one, what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to open up the jump ring on that one, and I should be able to take that one off, because I don't want that on there. So then I should be good. And then I also grabbed just a couple of other ideas, like if you want to craft along with me, but you don't happen to have any cameos, you could use like bling. And I also had these other like little cabochon things that I've made in the past. So you could use something like that if you don't have the cameos. And a couple of my cameos are pins, but I think most of them are buttons. And some of them I might not even use. There's some different styles. Like this one has a castle on it. This one has a fairy. Most of them are women, you know, kind of your traditional one, cameos. But I thought this one was kind of pretty. I got this in Happy Mail, so I might think about using that one. This one had a flower on it. And let's see, this one had a flower on it, but it also had some other little embellishments. That was from Hobby Lobby. This one has a butterfly and like a flower on that one. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. So yeah, so what I think I want to start off with, and I don't have enough of everything, but like I said, I just kind of grabbed, and I think I'm going to just put this off to the side so I have a little bit more room under the camera for you guys to see what I'm doing. But I wanted to show you what was on my tray. And so these are like little Battenberg doilies, and I think that they were like originally made for like coasters, like drink coasters. So I have some of these, and I don't know if I'll use all of them, but I'm just going to spread them out just to kind of start with, because I do want to mass produce quite a few of these. And so I'm just kind of starting off with my little bit bigger layer. And I also had, I really like this doily. So I think I want to do is at least, you know, I don't know how many cameo cabochons that I have there. But I think I want to use this. This one was part of a bigger, like, table covering that I took apart. So it looks like maybe there's just one that I maybe will have to find another layer for. So that's good. Maybe I'll have another doily or something. I don't have to just kind of pick through what I have. And I have a bunch of these too that I took apart. And so I'm going to for sure give all of these one of those. I don't know. This one was kind of pretty. I don't think I have enough of these for all of these, but maybe, I don't know if maybe I just want to do some smaller ones too. A couple smaller ones. So maybe I'll just set a couple off to the side of some of these smaller ones just in case, you know, if I decide I don't like something on one of these when I get to it, I will just take it off. But sometimes I like to, when I mass produce stuff, I just like to have a couple different ideas out. And I have a couple of these that I got in a swap. I think Amy Love gave me these, and I only have these 3. So I might put that on a couple of these. I just like the contrast with the different colors. I think it's kind of pretty when I'm able to do that with a couple different colors of things. I think that's good. See, I have a couple doilies. Like I said, I don't know that I'm going to use everything on my tray, but I just wanted a couple things to pick through. I also had just this one little flower one, and that one my mom made for me, so maybe I'll put that one on one of the smaller ones. Because I do think I have like a smaller little cameo that I could put on that one. So I think this one right here needs some more layers. Let me see if I have any bigger, a little bit bigger doilies that I could add to that one. Just so that there's another layer on that one. So yeah, hopefully everyone is doing well. I'm doing pretty good. It's, you know, a little cool here in Minnesota. It's been kind of a cold week this week that I'm filming. This upcoming weekend we have company coming. My husband's cousin and wife come up quite a bit, and it's always kind of fun to have them. The boys go out fishing, and my husband's cousin wife, her name is Kathy, and she likes to, we just sit and talk about her kids and her grandkids, and sometimes we run into town and go into like some of the touristy shops and shop a little bit. Sometimes we just sit and read a book, you know. Sometimes if I have easy embellishments to work on in our cabin, I will, you know, create a couple of things. She's been making these little like blankets that she like crochets with her hand that she makes. So, and she likes to make them for her grandkids and kids. So sometimes she brings that kind of stuff up to work on. So some of these, I think, just this one seems like it might need another layer of like a white color or something in it. Let me just see if I have something for that one. Yeah, that looks better. Let me see if there's any other ones that I think need a little something different. You know, I have these ones too that I like the outsides of them, and I'll just save it'll just be too bulky if I add this, since I want to add the cameo in the middle of all these. But I'll just cut out the little flower to use on something else in the future. But I just think a couple of these need a little something more. That works on that one. Okay, I think I'm happy with that one. I think I'm happy with that one and that one. Let me see what else I have here. I'm trying not to want to go grab anything else from my stash, so I'm just trying to use whatever's sitting here. I think here's another little doily. My mom might have made that one even. I'm not sure. This one, maybe I could use one of these on it. It's a little big. Let's look at this. It's okay. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm feeling these big ones today. They might be just a little too big. And I can always go back in the future and add to those if I want to. Yeah, that one I'm not sure. Maybe I'll make one big one. This one I feel like it needs something darker in that one, and I just don't have. Wonder what that looks like. Well, I guess I'm not gonna futz with it too much more because I think I'm getting close to where I'm kind of happy with everything. Like I said, I just like the contrast of all the different colors. Well, that one isn't bad. Okay. All right, I think I'm going to call that okay. And let's just lay out a couple of the cameos, and then maybe I'll add in some lace. I just want to see what they look like with some of the cameos on these. You know, this one I know came from Hobby Lobby, and I used to have more of these, but I think I've used them, and I've also handed them out in Happy Mail. So yeah, I wish I had a couple more of those. Maybe I can zoom in so you guys can see just a little bit better. And I might even have too many of these. I'm not. See, this one's a little bit smaller, so I feel like it. Maybe you should go there. Yeah, I'm not really feeling that one. That isn't bad on that one. I just need to take off the little wire thing that's on the top. Yeah, I thought I had more cameos than this, but I must not. Yeah, I like that one. So I have one more here that's a pin. I don't think I'm really feeling like the purple today, so I'm not going to use that one. This one might have too much stuff on it. Yeah, I like that one better. This one, though, I do need to trim off the top, because this one has a... There. So I guess I'll have one that has a little, it's not really a cameo, but that's okay. All right, so I know for sure that I do want to use some eyelash trim underneath each one of these, because I do like my eyelash trim. So yeah, you guys all have to let me know what kind of crafty endeavors you've been up to lately. I've been, like I said, I've been organizing a couple of things, but I've also been going through like what I call my PhD piles, my projects half done or half started. And so I'm trying to make better intentions in my craft room and trying to do a lot more of those, working on some of those projects that I've had in my stash forever that I've been meaning to get to or that I've started and then put away. So I've been trying to like write up a list when I'm going through my craft room now that I've been organizing of stuff that I wanted to do, and just getting some of those things done. I know earlier on my channel, if you guys saw, I made some like boho quilt hearts, and that's been something that's been on my agenda to do for several years, because I had that quilt that was my great grandma's that I've been meaning to cut up and use and make some hearts. So it was nice to get that project done. And I have a journal that I pulled out that I've started and worked on lots of pieces, an Alice in Wonderland one with kind of bright teals and red colors. And so that's kind of on my agenda, and I do really want to work on an idea book just for junk journals, a couple different ones. And so I do need to get going on that a little more seriously. And then also I wanted to do some kind of boho gypsy type journals, and so I've been collecting a lot of stuff on those, but I think it's time to make something out of those ones. So some of the stuff I've been collecting, so that's on my agenda too. So hopefully I'll be able to get going on some of those projects, working on, while I work on other things that come up, if I decide to join any swaps or I need to make anything for gifts and stuff. But it's just time. And then of course I have a couple other little journal stuff that maybe I've printed or cut up, and I just haven't gotten any farther than that. So all right, so those all have the eyelash trim, and now to decide if I want to add any little bits of lace or not. Here's like a really old piece of lace that I've had in my stash for a while. I think I do want to add that to some of these. So let's just cut this up and see if I can add to it. I don't think I need very much of it, so I can maybe even cut it up a little bit more. Just to add a couple little more layers, and then my last step is going to be to just hot glue everything. So these are, kind of some quick and easy little mass make embellishments, especially if you have, all your doilies already cut or ready to go. Oh yeah, that kind of helped that one. What else? What other one would this one look good on? I think it needs to be cut up again a little more. It's just adding a little bit more interest. So yeah, I think I like that on these. What else can... This one maybe. See if I can finish this piece of lace up. It's always nice to use up bits when you have bits and pieces in your stash. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to add any cheesecloth. I think this is going to be enough. And I might just see, I don't think I quite have enough of this for every piece. That one has one. I don't think this one over here, maybe I can get a piece of this lace. So yeah, so this one didn't get one. And this one didn't get one of that one. Neither did this one. Or this one. So I just got to decide if I want to add some other type of lace to these ones, or if I just want to call it good. I think I do want to add some more lace. I kind of like that. So I know you guys can't see, but I'm just off camera here, just cutting up another piece of leftover lace from some different projects. Just kind of adds one more little bit of layer. So I need to cut, what, 2 more pieces it looks like. All right, so I think I'm happy with all those layers. So what I'm going to do, and I'll just do it off camera, because I don't want to bore you guys too much, but I'm just going to hot glue all of my layers, and then I'll come back and show you the final results. So I did just finish gluing everything together, and I'll go ahead and show you guys all of these up close in a second. But I did want to also show you a couple of quick little snippets that I made. I did cut down, how I had the little bits of lace on some of these. and I didn't like the way they were hanging off in certain spots, so I just snipped them down. And so I had a couple little small pieces of lace, and I still had a couple small doilies that I didn't use on these sitting on my desk. So I went ahead while I was hot gluing other things, and so I did go ahead and make a couple little like button snippets while I was at it. I like to do stuff like that, just to get scraps off of my desk and to deal with them right away, so I don't have an overabundance of scraps. So sometimes that's something quick and easy that I like to make if I have all the stuff sitting on my desk. So I went ahead and did that. And then I also wanted to remind you guys that I did have some like little charms on bulb pins with little pearls on them. I have some different styles here. There's some, you know, little wings, and I have like an Eiffel Tower. I have these pretty little heart ones. And I have some that have words on them like dream, laugh, love, inspire. And so I did add those on to a couple of these just to show you guys. Sometimes I will add little charms like this to different embellishments when I know for sure what I'm making with them. And then I also pulled back out some of those doilies I didn't use, and now I'm thinking, because I was trying them out on a couple of these, and I'm thinking that I might actually glue them on too, because I think now that I have them all the layers attached, I think that that's going to look really pretty, and that would make a beautiful journal cover topper, don't you guys think? Or again, I could add them to a little like handmade pouch or envelope, something like that. And I'm just trying to kind of see which other one this one might look nice on. Maybe this one. So I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and glue those after I'm done filming, but I will hold everything up so you guys can check it out. So here is one of the ones that I made, and this one I did add the angel wings. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the angel wings on there or not, but for now I will. And then here was this one. And I think this one's stunning. This one already had the little embellishment hanging off of it, but I love that one. Here's the two little ones that I did with the smallest cameos that I had. I love how those two turned out. They're so precious. And then, let me see, I have a couple that are of this style with the rose on it. And again, I think they all turned out really nice. So I'm quite happy with them. It was a relatively pretty fast little project, I thought, to make all of these in the amount of time that I did. This one I added the word laugh on it with the little... This one wasn't the cameo. This one was just the cabochon that I added. Here was the castle one. And this one I had a little key, so I added that because I was thinking, well, maybe keys to the castle or something. But I love how that one turned out, especially because I like this little round doily. I'm going to have to keep my eye out for a few more of those ones, the little coaster ones, the Battenberg ones. And then here was this one, which I'm thinking about adding on to that layer. But I think that would just be stunning on top of a journal cover. And same with this one too, with a little bit larger cameo on it. And this one I put a little violin embellishment. I was just thinking maybe this lady played the violin or music, so I added to that one. So I'd made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I made 11 of these. And then plus the couple little button snippets. And that was all in less than a half hour. So really happy with that. You guys will have to let me know what you think of my little cameo embellishments. And thank you so much for watching today. And until next time, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.